Assalamualaikum. My name is Fatina Bihamintin Humano, number 255844. So in this video, I will talking my reflective regarding to my internship experience at my organization and also my written article. So at the end of semester 7 of my degree studies at Bachelor of Law with honor in University Utara Malaysia, I have gained a first-hand experience as an intern for 1 month at Ibu Pejabat Polis Kemaman, Terengganu. I have been placed in the 5 departments, namely the Management Department, Commercial Crime Investigation Department, Criminal Investigation Department, Narcotics Crime Department, and Traffic Enforcement and Investigation Department. Thus, each department have a different work and task that I must adapt and fulfill during each work. I have been assigned doing management tasks like recording data, track and trace the documents, and also filing the reports of the investigation paper. However, I also got to observe the investigation process alongside the investigation officer at the Criminal Investigation Department. So the process of investigation that I could follow started from the recording of the complainant statement, referred to the case to the DPP, and until the trial at the Session Court of Kemaman. Other than doing practical, I also have been assigned to read the investigation paper that have been given to me to get a better understanding about the investigation process and also the report. Therefore, I started to read the investigation paper from each department that I have been placed at. I found that at first it was really good exposure for me to experience various departments and to be more respectable and experienced officer or even the office staff that I can learn from. The investigation officer has allowed me to observe the investigation that began with the first information report made in the case of criminal after the complaint lodged by the victim. I also learned that the completion of an investigation made by the police officer, the prosecutor will decide whether there is sufficient evidence to bring the case before the court. I got to observe how the prosecutors judge the evidences before instigating the legal proceeding. Also for me, the most meaningful experience when I was at the Criminal Investigation Department, I have been assigned to read the rape cases in the investigation paper. Therefore, when I reading the investigation paper regarding the rape cases, I found that majority of the cases has the similar issue that is very interesting to point out. That mostly the reported cases in the rape incident has a previous rape incident committed by the same offender. The statement from the victim disclosed that they have been being a victim but only reported after repeated rape happened. Usually the initial rape incident was unreported. At first, I questioned whether unreported initial case is affecting to our criminal justice system, and alternatively, this might be causing the problem from the issue that I found that reading numbers of rape cases that have been given permission to me, I think it caught my attention to make me to study, and from that it made me want to discover more about the issue of what, why, and how the initial of cases in most investigation paper has not been reported by the victims. Throughout my internship, I believe there is so much to learn, and from this internship, I have the opportunity to gain the safe knowledge and have chance to develop my soft skill, which I believe to be the most necessary thing to develop for the future benefits. Accordingly, whether doing the assigned task or self-learning, both are very valuable practices that turn into experience when I make mistake. However, in my opinion, it is a crucial part of learning, which made me more become exposed to real working life, either to achieve clarity and better understanding of to the theory I learned in university, to relate the theory by making meaning out of the what I study, or learning something new was very meaningful. Thus, having realized the important major step in processing of criminal case in the investigation process, I can now understand the report is made before the police could start their motion to investigate the matter. The major benefit of observing the trail of the investigation process until the case referred to the prosecution is it might give me a clear picture of how the case can be brought to the court and how some cases cannot be charged under section as according to the small details in the facts. It changed my view that some details should not be overlooked when I saw that each piece of evidence must be carefully presented to the prosecution to be used at the trial. Also, from reading from a few rape cases for my internship period at my organization, I was decided to make an article about the unreported initial rape cases in Malaysia for my written article assessment. This topic has been approved by a supervisor. Therefore, from my written article experience, I was able to make more academic research from my experience, and so to get better understanding and literature review in unreported rape cases matter. Other than that, I also had opportunity to use my legal skill and research doing resources like designacies, JSTOR for searching for an academical insight in regard to the rape cases, or statistic finding from that I can apply to improve myself in doing written articles by researching data and come out with my own finding and conclusion to the issue that I had my interest on. So the internship experience will surely become beneficial to me in the future, as I can use this as experience for my future professional life, so that I can be well prepared. To improve my ability in social and soft skill, I will use this experience during my internship when dealing or communicate with the legal people, police officers, staff, and also public, as my future career requires a good communication. Then from doing the written article assessment, I have the clear view on the unreported initial rape incident. Thus, it gave me a better head up so that in future I could use my knowledge when I encounter such rape cases, that I can be aware with it by relating to my findings for my research that have been done, and more to that, when I entered into legal working life, I had already familiar in doing legal research when I needed to. Overall, I will continue to apply my experience in my career next time. That's all from me. Thank you. Assalamualaikum.